Sometimes the world fails to recognize a genius at first sight. Sometimes it mocks him, rejects him, pushes him into darkness, and yet that very person one day brings light to the entire world. This is the story of a child who could not speak, a student who couldn't fit in, a dreamer whose thoughts reshaped time, space, and gravity itself. This is the story of Albert Einstein, the man who bent time, decoded light, and placed imagination on the throne of science. Albert was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Germany. A quiet, unusual child. He didn't speak until almost 4 years old. People whispered, "Something must be wrong with this boy." But his mother, Paula Einstein, believed he will speak late, but when he does, he will speak differently. Einstein's delayed speech later became known as Einstein syndrome. It wasn't a disability, it was a different wiring of the mind. One day, his father, Hermann Einstein, showed him a tiny compass. The little needle, moving without touch, obeying an unseen force. Something invisible, moving the needle? How? This wasn't just a moment. It was his first scientific awakening. From that day, he became a lifelong seeker of the invisible truths of the universe. Einstein wasn't a typical student. He couldn't memorize, but he could think deeply. Teachers felt frustrated. Einstein does not pay attention. He daydreams too much. He asks questions nobody can answer. One teacher even said, "You will never amount to anything, Einstein." But deep inside, Albert smiled. Because his thoughts were not inside the classroom, they were wandering among stars, time, and light. Einstein's mother taught him the violin, and music became the rhythm of his thinking. He often said, thoughtful, "If I got stuck in mathematics, I would play the violin," and the answer would gently appear. Music did not entertain him, it awakened him. Due to financial loss, his parents moved away from Munich, but Einstein stayed behind, alone. Nights passed in silence. He would stare at the moon, at the quiet sky, at the drifting clouds. And deep inside, a voice whispered, "There is something more, something vast." Loneliness became his greatest teacher. Einstein hated the rigid German education system. It suffocated creativity. He once said, "School crushed my spirit." Eventually, he left that school, but this departure opened the door to the next chapter. At ETH Zurich, he met Mileva Maric, a brilliant, introverted young woman. Their love was intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. They debated physics for hours, shared dreams, and fought loneliness together. But society stood against their relationship. Her Serbian origin, his Jewish heritage, both were criticized. Einstein once wrote to her, "You complete my mind." After graduating, Einstein faced the harshest struggle of his life. 4 years, no job, no labs, no recognition, nothing. Professors refused to recommend him. His mother wept. "Albert, what will you do with your life?" Einstein replied, "I know what I am searching for, and I know it will find me." His friend, Marcel Grossman, helped him get a small job at the Swiss Patent Office. A simple desk, a lamp, a notebook, and Einstein's limitless imagination. He read inventions all day, and at night, he explored the universe inside his mind. He later said, "The patent office was my thinking paradise." 1905 became the turning point of human civilization. Einstein published 4 groundbreaking papers: the photoelectric effect, Brownian motion, special relativity, and the immortal equation, E equals mc squared. These didn't just change science, they changed reality itself. Time slowed with speed. Light became the ultimate constant. Energy and mass became interchangeable. Scientists call it annus mirabilis, the miracle year. Einstein became world famous. People worshipped him. Newspapers loved him. But he remained the same. Messy hair, old sweater, simple shoes. He chuckles, laughed, and said, thoughtful, simplicity is genius. Einstein and Mileva's marriage slowly cracked under pressure, fame, poverty, disagreements. Their first daughter, Liesel, either died young or was given up for adoption. History still doesn't know. Their son, Eduard, developed schizophrenia. Behind the genius was a man carrying heartbreak. When Hitler rose to power, Einstein's life was in danger. His books were burned. His house was raided. His name was printed in Nazi newspapers. Wanted, Albert Einstein, dead. Einstein escaped to the United States. Before leaving Germany, he said, solemnly, where one burns books, one will eventually burn people. At Princeton University, Einstein became a symbol of peaceful wisdom. Children loved him, students adored him. He walked slowly, spoke gently, and thought deeply. He told his students, imagination will take you everywhere. To him, curiosity was life's greatest engine. Einstein was a dedicated pacifist. He hated violence, but he feared Hitler would build the atomic bomb first. So, he signed a letter to President Roosevelt, urging him to begin nuclear research. This letter led to the Manhattan Project, but when Hiroshima was destroyed, Einstein broke down. Had I known this would happen, I would never have signed that letter. His brilliance helped humanity, but also haunted him. Even in his final night on Earth, Einstein worked on his last dream, the unified field theory to connect all forces of nature. Doctors urged surgery. He refused. I want to go when I want. Life should not be prolonged artificially. April 18th, 1955, the world lost its brightest mind. Dr. Thomas Harvey preserved Einstein's brain without the family's permission. Later studies showed Einstein's parietal lobe was 17% larger than average, supporting complex abstract thinking. Scientists were stunned. They said his brain was wired for the universe. Life will misunderstand you. People will underestimate you. Failure will try to break you. But Einstein's story reminds us, inside every human being lies an unseen universe, an unsolved equation, an unexplored light. Walk slowly if you must. Fail often if needed. But stay curious, because curiosity creates miracles. Explore yourself, where stories are not just heard, they are felt.